Well, this time of year, a lot of us are thinking about slimming down in time for summer. Today, we're talking about how to do it safely. Here with the tips to get you in top swimsuit form, Deborah Gray and James Rogers, both personal consultants with Complete Nutrition. Guys, good to have you back.
Thanks.
Your second visit on the Morning Blend, right? We're in week 3 and you're already back. So when we look at, or at least I do, I think in getting my body ready for summer, even if it's just a couple of pounds that I've got to be in the gym for several hours a week, but you say that's not the case.
For sure. I mean, not all the time you have to be in a gym even to get what you want done, and it's little things like just being more active throughout the day, trying to get outside, doing something you like to do, treadmills, weights. Sometimes that's not fun for us. So.
Yes, right, and that's why I sort of just stick my iPod. You know, that's the only way to make it fun, but it still gets boring.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have 5 tips. Different components, focus on a few different things to sort of get us ready for summer, and your focus is doing it in a healthy way, doing it in a safe way, and not kind of doing anything that's too fad or that's too dangerous for our body. So looking at the first here, you say looking at the right supplements is pretty important.
For sure. You know, we've got certain things that can get us geared up for the summer. Our water pill here, it's a great product to help take a little of the excess sodium out of our diet.
Yeah.
Especially people that got pictures coming up, maybe a cruise or you know, anything to get you real tight for those kind of things.
Yes, and how easy is it to eat? You know, and you notice after eating a meal out, and then the next day, I know for women, you know, those skinny jeans are sort of like kiss those goodbye. If we could go back to that list of the 5 things, the second thing you say is forget the word diet. Just take that out of our vocabulary.
Yeah, you know, if we can get the word diet out and just try to be more healthy of what we're taking. We kind of know these days what's right and wrong to eat, you know, the fish, the chicken versus the red meats, you know, get our fruits and vegetables in, the darker breads versus the white bread. So if we can just think that thing, of course we're going to have little cheat days, and that's okay because sugars are still part of that pyramid, so it's okay.
Yeah, number 3, drink plenty of water. What does that mean?
That's kind of the misconception. People think the more they drink, the more bloated they're going to be, but actually the less that you retain. And, you know, we have these great water bottles you can carry around. Bring it with you every day. And what we try to go for is, you know, if you can go 2 to 4 of these a day, very much beneficial. It increases your metabolism, flushes all that nasty toxins out. So if you happen to have that cheat day, it's okay. But water is so essential to the body.
Yeah, and then if we look back at that list, number 4, move your body. How important is movement?
Oh, definitely. I mean, with the winter, you know, it's so hard getting out and about, but now it's getting nicer out. Even stuff that you could do right outside. Just taking, what we have here is this beach ball, towel. Yeah. Bring your sunscreen. You're out and about with your kids playing. Just find a little bit of movement. Anytime you can expend more calories than you're taking in, that's where you lose that excess.
And then number 5, eat smaller, healthy meals, but throughout the day.
Yes. And if you could start out your day having breakfast, I know when we were here before, we talked about those shakes.
Yeah, and I know James gave me a hard time.
We brought your water bottle for you this time.
Thank you. You guys are great.
Yeah, but just getting those frequent meals throughout the day, it leads to not binging it in the evening, and that's when most people have the hardest time. So you can plan ahead, pack a cooler, bring it with you while you're throughout the day, just mini meals throughout the day.
I'm not going to look like you by the time the pool is ready to go. That's obvious. But, I mean, really, you can expect to see a difference if you go through some of these steps and you are committed to it. You can start seeing a difference in a couple of months or
by all means,
weeks.
I think sometimes we like to try to taper the meals. If you can do breakfast like we're talking about, make it kind of shrink down towards the end of the day. It makes a big difference. And with the shakes, they're a great way to transverse to getting breakfast being a bigger meal of the day and then tapering it off towards the end of the night where we usually can store more.
Don't you think that's how I feel is if I eat breakfast and by the time I go to the pool, it's going to be settling in my belly and, you know, I'm going to feel, but you say that thinking has to be reversed in order for your body to get the benefits.
For sure.
Corrects your metabolism and you need that going. Use food to your advantage. If people think if they don't eat, they're going to lose. If you eat, you actually will lose.
And if you drink water, it's the same thing. It's not about just putting it in.
Yeah.
So you've got some things here, and you say just making it fun, kind of switching up your environment and doing something a little bit different, and you're going to show us some things we can do. I'm going to kick my heels off and go over here to the side.
Well, I brought a little towel, so if you have a towel that you would have or a blanket in your car, you're out and about with the kids, you're going to the pool, or even if you're just going to the park. Simple, basic core exercises that work, you don't need any weights, is just standing. The first exercise is a sumo squat.
Okay.
All right, so your legs are a little bit wider than shoulder width, toes are out. If you need for balance, you can hold on to something and just squatting down, keeping your core, hold your core. Core is the ab.
Got it.
You're getting that.
Keeping it nice and tight in the stomach.
Yep, and just doing 10 reps right there. So, and you should be able to feel in your hips and inner thighs, squeezing as you're coming up. Really nice and tight.
And this is about buns and legs?
Get your quadriceps, get your glutes, get your hamstrings, get your ab and adductors. And if you're holding your core, you're concentrating on that midsection.
How many of these a day?
about 10, and what I'm going to do is take you through within a circuit really quick. Then
Okay.
from here, you'll do a lunge, and it's 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Again, if you're at a park bench, if you're out at your lounge chair, hang on to that if you need the balance.
Okay.
Or put your hands right here, hold that core in, bending down, watching the front knee. It doesn't go over the ankle or over the toe, keeping it straight in line. Again, we're getting those quadriceps, the glutes, the hams, the bigger muscle groups. We want to burn
Look at your
more
leg
than
muscles. Do you see her legs at home? And this is something you can do in the backyard while your kids are playing.
You guys can do
don't
it
have
at
to
home
leave
right now if
yeah.
you want to stand right up and do it right there. I mean, it's just little bits throughout the
Or
day.
Mike could do it. He's just
Yeah.
sitting over there.
And
on
then
his bottom.
you'll switch your legs,
We're
do
doing
the
curls
other
over
side. Okay, again, repeating. We're going for those 10 repetitions. So
Okay.
you can fit this in any time of the day, okay?
Yeah.
And again, it didn't take any weights if you're just sitting there at the office, anywhere that you're at.
You guys
Okay.
have a special offer, James, right?
Yeah, as far as anyone that mentions the morning blend, we'll do 22% off. Usually we do that for our preferred members at the
Yeah.
beginning of the month, but we're going to do it for anyone that mentions the morning blend.
Off their purchase, so if they want to come in and pick up the water bottle or some of those water
Yeah.
pills and sort of take some of that water weight off.
Usually we
That's
try to give little free gifts away too, so the water balls we like to hook people up with.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
What are we doing
And
now?
then we're going to take it down the ground, and you can use the. Do you want me to show you? So you
Yes,
can show-
I would like for you to show
If
me
you're
first.
on your towel, and depending on your strength, is a push-up. So
Uh-huh.
on your knees,
Yes, doing a
shoulders,
modified.
hands about shoulder width apart, holding your core in, all the way down, all the way up. To increase intensity, you'll go up on your feet. Okay.
While you're working on that, I'd like to take a look. We have your locations listed out because you have several now around the Omaha area. So 72nd and Pacific. Oh, Deborah's still going. 72nd and Pacific, 72nd and Highway 370, 168th and Center. And then if you head over to Council Bluffs off the Lake Mettawa exit, another one there. And then I think you have a few more.
One more core
Do
exercise.
you have any
If
more?
you have your
Is that
little-
it? I just see you everywhere. Yeah, we've got one more core exercise.
If you have a beach ball or any type of ball, you're just going to engage your core and do small twists. So we get the obliques. You know, everyone wants to be able to show off that six-pack.
Right. Is that the love
So hold-
handle exercise? Does it?
Hold
does
them in
does
nice
that
and
help
tight.
your lower?
It helps
I have
the
a
lower
terrible
as well.
name for my lower pouch, but you know, I think a lot of us call it something specific. But I mean, I can't target that forever. That's been an issue.
Yeah,
Does that help that?
and I'll show you another one that'd be really good. Is just a basic plank. Have you done planks before?
Yes.
So
Just
that-
hold down on the
yep.
elbows, or do you
Even
keep
if
your
can
arms
get up
straight?
if you can get up on your arms straight, it would be even more beneficial and getting more strength in there where it calls on more of that lower ab.
Yeah.
Hold it all in.
A lot of times, just in people trying to do walks or this is some things during that walk to get some light muscle workout going with it. And
Yeah.
it doesn't always have to be hard, strenuous stuff. Maybe take that break from that walk, do some of these exercises, and then get back to the walk.
Yeah, I love it. Guys, good to see you.
Awesome.
James,
Thanks for having
nice
us.
to see you. Deborah, I've got to shake your hand,
Yeah.
honey. You look fantastic.
Thank
Thank
you.
you both for coming in. We're going to send it now.